Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Cregan, former equestrian and Managing Director, Head of Field Leadership, Readiness and Acquisition at Morgan Stanley. Welcome to the Climb, Pause, Lift series, which is designed to attract female athletes transitioning from sport to wealth management. The skills, attributes, and experiences you develop as high-level athletes perfectly match what it takes to succeed at Morgan Stanley. I invite you to join us. Bring your winning spirit and skills from sport to a dynamic career at Morgan Stanley. Today, I'm joined by Carolina Silva. Welcome, Carolina.
Thank you for having me.
So Carolina is a dynamic financial advisor specializing in high net worth individuals, families, and businesses. Her practice stands out for its diversity, with over 75% of clients hailing from women, Latino, LGBTQ+, and allied communities. Carolina played water polo at Wagner College, and she continues to excel as a competitive water polo player with the New York Athletic Club. So Carolina, tell us, why did you choose to become a financial advisor?
So I would say I didn't know what a financial advisor was. I went to school to play water polo in college, and that's what brought me to New York. And I had never heard anything of Wall Street before. And it wasn't until just getting exposure just naturally by being New York City, one of the most prominent industries here is financial services. I got exposed to women that worked in the business in financial services broadly, and I didn't know what they did. I just saw women that looked powerful and successful, and I had no idea what they did, but I just knew whatever it is that they're doing, I want to go do that. And from there, since I didn't study business and I studied political science, I just started to tell everybody and anybody that I wanted to break into financial services. Fast forward a little bit, I managed to land my first financial services internship. And then from there, my second internship was working in wealth management. And luckily enough, I had the opportunity to work with a woman financial advisor just by pure coincidence. And so after working with her the entirety of my senior year, she was the one who really said, hey, you have what it takes to do this business, and you should go out and do it.
It's obviously competitive.
Yeah.
So, and you are a competitor and a fierce one. So how did your experience as an athlete prepare you for this? And tell us some stories about where your training as an athlete really, you dug in and really used that to keep you going and helping you succeed.
I would say sometimes I wonder, I don't know how you could be successful in this business without coming from the athlete's perspective. And especially for people who played at the collegiate level or at more competitive levels, you understand so many basic concepts of, you understand putting the work in, you understand waking up early and going to bed late, you understand pushing your physical body to its limits. When I think about water polo, when you're swimming, I would say it's common when you're sprinting that you don't even breathe, right? Like you're just putting your head down, you're sprinting up until a point where you're kind of depleting your oxygen levels. Being able to push your body in such a physical perspective to its limits is something that translates really well within this business, where it's all about how much you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So understanding from an athletic perspective of getting the reps in, putting the work in, having attention to detail, time management, right? These are all things that are connected to the profession. And then I would say the biggest thing is competing every single day.
And so what do you think really has differentiated you as you're talking to potential clients, right? And you're finding your way. Have you developed a group of clients that come from a similar background, community? Like, how have you approached finding your client base?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say it's definitely been an evolution. And what I started to see over time was when I was going to networking events and having conversations with people in the community, I started realizing that there's a really big gap in terms of the clients that are actually served by the wealth management industry. So first, that started off with working with women. Then it evolved into embracing my identity as a member of the LGBTQ+ community, realizing that there were needs that were underserved there. And then also being Latina, being fluent in Spanish, seeing that there is an entire market and population of individuals who aren't being contacted, they're not being called. And I can't tell you the amount of times where I'm working with clients and individuals that they share with me, I've been wanting to work with somebody, but I didn't see somebody that looked like me or could understand what it's like to be me. And so that's something that I think is just an untapped opportunity. And we definitely need more women to come into the business because there's a lot of women looking to be served as well.
It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to a female athlete who's thinking about this as a possible career?
I would say do it. First things first is do it, because this is a unique opportunity where you can really test your own skill sets and limits. And it really is a business where what you put in, your inputs will equal your outputs, right? So if you're somebody who likes to compete and you want to be able to set your own upside and set your own ceilings and set your own limits, this is the business for you.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you all for watching. I'm hoping you'll explore opportunities to transition from your sport to a dynamic career at Morgan Stanley. And I ask you all to embrace my mantra to climb and develop your career, then at every step along the way, pause and lift someone coming behind you. Morgan Stanley is a destination firm that welcomes, coaches, and guides all talented individuals to grow and succeed. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or go to the web URL. Until next time, I'm Lisa Cregan, Managing Director, Head of Field Leadership Readiness and Acquisition at Morgan Stanley.